everyone, I'm Iain Lee.
I'm Katherine Boyle.
Slightly different podcast this week. We do a free podcast every week. This one's slightly different because we got a guest.
Yeah, someone that you've told me about.
There's this, I'm big into retro gaming, and there is this new system called the Super Sega System that supposedly plays loads of Sega games, right? And the two guys behind it, Alejandro and Fernando. Now, a lot of people out there are saying this is a scam. It doesn't exist. The videos they've put up don't really show what they say they're supposed to show. There is no actual evidence that these systems exist. And some people have had 400 odd euros taken out of their accounts to pay for something that may or may not exist.
Yeah, there's a lot of suspicion. So we wanted to clear it up. So we got the man himself on.
We got Alejandro on. Didn't tell him that Katherine spoke Spanish. And this was a real opportunity, right? Hopefully you'll think it's a fair interview to get his side of the story. Watch it. It's a wild ride. You're going to see food and cigarettes, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's a really interesting interview. And maybe leave your comments below as to what you think. Is it a scam? Is it real? Is it legit? Is he a dodge pot? And if you're new to this show, because I know a lot of new people will be listening and watching this, scan the QR code or go to patreon.com/Iain and Katherine. Patreon.com/IAIN and Katherine with a K. Enjoy what is a wild ride.
Yeah. Strap in.
So it's Alejandro we've got. So, welcome to the show. We've got a very special show. We've got a guest coming on. Now, just allow me to do this. And this should be Alejandro coming in now. And if we move there. Alejandro, can you hear us?
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you.
Hey, man, nice to see you. You just sent me some video of you cooking. What are you cooking?
Yeah, I'm cooking just now, yes.
What are you cooking?
Well, spaghetti with I don't know the name in English, with gambas.
Okay, all right. Well, that sounds nice. Hey, listen, man. It's nice to meet you. Thank you so much for your time. We are here because of you are part of the team that is bringing something very exciting to the world of retro gaming, to the world of FPGA gaming. It's the, have I got this right? The Super Sega System, Super Sega console. What is it exactly?
Yeah, let me a moment. I turn off the cooler of the kitchen so I can hear you more well. Wait
Okay, thank you. So this is Alejandro. You can see behind him, got a great collection of Sega stuff, a boxed Dreamcast. Yes, please. Oh, I'd have one of those. He's cooking his tea, Katherine.
Good, yeah, well, it's
tea time.
It's tea time.
So it's 20:07 here. So they're an hour ahead. So that hang on, no, ahead. So it's 20:08 over there. So let's see. He's got some great consoles there, all boxed. Gotta love your OG boxed consoles. He's back. He's got the worst. That's the worst looking beer I've ever seen in my life, man. Show us that drink.
This is free lemon. With no go 4 days since I don't put alcohol on my body.
4 days. Well, I'm 4 years, but well done.
No, for 4 days. But
tell us about the Super Sega console. What is it? First of all?
It's a project to build a retro console made with FPGA to run all these systems.
Yeah. And it's just Sega systems, right? You have that drink.
Yeah, only Sega, yes.
It's thirsty.
Mm-hmm.
What have you got there in your hand? Cigarettes?
Yeah, of course.
You can have a smoke on.
I left the drink since 2009 when I started to drive some cab, and I sold my license in 2020, and since this year I back again with the beer and with the tobacco.
So hang on, you've lost your driving license.
Yeah, I need to show it on the pandemic days.
Well, hang on. Didn't I see you in one of your videos driving a Lamborghini?
Yeah, I used today let it on a shop for they to sell this car.
Okay, so do you own that Lamborghini that was in the video?
Not my own, from one of my companies.
Okay, and you're allowed to drive it even though you've lost your license?
Different things. A taxi is a taxi, a Lambo is a Lambo.
You're absolutely right. What's your history with gaming, Alejandro? Did you play games when you were a kid?
Of course, this was my first console. In fact, was the Plus with the fire gun.
Okay.
And I started this also in the same year, approximately, when my father bought me an IBM 386 with an EGA card with 16 colors. There I was not happy, but then next year the companies take out the FPGA with 256 colors. Yeah. I say, oh no, my God. And then I start developing as a child, with BASIC and this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
In those 80s.
So gaming's been important for you, and you're right. There were really big leaps when they started bringing 256 colors. It's like...
Yeah, I remember then later the games only show for 4 or for 256. Only a few games like Monkey Island were available in 16 colors.
Yeah, yeah. I never got on with Monkey Island. Did you love Monkey Island, Katherine?
Yeah.
You were a big fan of it.
Yeah. Of game with people.
So tell us, how do you go from being a gamer to making a system like the Super Sega?
Well, first I started studying computer development, and we make this website, supersega.com, in the earliest 2000, 2001, and published in 2002. And I also started programming games. Like Quiz Total was a game, because my grandmother likes the crucigramas, the quiz games, the crucigramas. You put a letter,
Oh, crosswords.
Of stuff with letters and some kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I made a game very popular in these days. About 100,000 people were registered. But then came the editorial of the press saying, "Hey, quiz is our name." And I said, "Yes, but quiz is a universal word that means in Spanish concurso." No. And they win the battle with the website. They took through the WIPO. WIPO is some like international domain name control or something like this. And they take out to me this quiztotal.com and quiz/total.com and .s.
Yeah.
But they don't stop me to publish the game. We're very popular until I decided to leave at the version 0.95. The fees we publish with this for the world. And then I leave, and then we started with the Super Sega, a website. And just let me 30 seconds to check the kitchen moment.
Go and check the kitchen. He's cooking. He sent me a video. He's cooking potatoes and some stuff.
Certainly cooking something.
What are you making with this?
Interesting.
It's very
not wrong about the Lambo not being a taxi, though.
But there's a difference between a taxi and a Lambo.
Can't deny that.
You've not seen the video of the Lambo. I showed it. We'll play it when he's gone. It's interesting. Mm-hmm. He doesn't know how to drive it. Certainly doesn't know how to put the handbrake on because it's rolling forwards.
Well, okay.
Oh!
There we go. Taste
This is absolutely
insane.
This is insane. P&P, potatoes and prawns. Is he going to have the fag on? What is going on?
Yeah, of course.
Here.
It's extra seasoning.
Hi.
Yum, yum.
Oh.
You feel free to eat if you want while we're doing this.
I need to wait until 9 minutes 10.
Okay.
People to come here. I will show you later.
Okay. All right. Let's get down to the nuts and bolts. Who invented this system that is supposed to play all Sega consoles? Yeah. Who invented it?
Please be aware that we were more than a decade with this website, supersega.com. You can check on Wayback Machine, and you will see screenshots of this era.
Yeah.
Where people were allowed to upload rooms, ISOs, games, analizar, review games, etc. And we meet a lot of people, a lot of people.
Yeah.
There were more than 50,000 people registered, just half the quiz total, but a lot of people. And I meet a lot of people, some of the developers,
Yeah.
and the years can be passed. And I thought on these times, why not to make a Sega device to play all this stuff? Okay, on these years, were not popular, the FPGA systems and this kind of stuff. But with the years were passing by, the possibility were more factible. And then during the last years, I said, we can start this. And people say me yes. And I decided to make a team, like I did with other companies, that some of my other companies were good.
Because FPGA is very different and it gets a little bit finicky here. So I'll try and explain this as best as I can. I'm not totally sure. So you have emulation, which is where a machine will pretend to be another machine. And FPGA is field programmable gate array, where it's actually acting like the machine as opposed to
it means that
pretending.
you can take this. This is a chip. You can take some portions dedicated to act like a sound processor, some other to act like many things. So you can emulate in hardware like these systems. Is what the FPGA does.
Now you've posted some videos online, right? And there are people with better knowledge than me, experts, who've looked at the board that you've made and they've said, there's no FPGA on there.
Let me a moment, please.
Okay.
Let me do one thing.
Is he going for a piss?
I was going to go and get it and show you where the FPGA is.
Okay.
I bet.
Okay, now we're getting stuck in. Here we go. Right, show us that board.
I can see a fan.
Yes. Look at, this is a prototype board, okay? There are 4 layers. One here, one back, and 2 in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay? Depends. Why the lot of sound? I don't
so
see
the FPGA is under the fan. Is that what you're saying?
I will show you. I dismount this, and I will show you, okay?
Okay, go on.
Now, first look at, you see the holes of the, let me check if you can see better.
I can see the hole, yeah.
You see the hole of the fan is not well aligned here.
Okay.
And also the other one.
So no one has seen the FPGA chip. This could be an exclusive for us. No one's seen it before.
Momento.
I hope his prawns and potatoes are okay.
Yeah.
Pixel, who's in the chat, depending on you a bit here, mate.
Uno por aquí. Do you see well?
Yeah, I can see it. This is the wildest interview I've ever done. Okay, so where's the FPGA? That. Okay. Okay.
Let me show
where's the power for the FPGA? Because people again are saying, well, there's no power for the FPGA. There's no RAM. And don't worry, it won't be completely technical. And there's no HDMI drivers. So where's the power to run that FPGA?
The power is inside the board. First, let me show you. Let me tell to you that I'm not an expert.
No.
In this matter, okay? I can tell you this is the RAM, and there are 2 power supplies, okay?
Okay.
The 5 volts and the 12 volts. And let me show you another thing.
And the HDMI drivers? Because you know there are going to be experts watching this and dissecting this video of you showing us that. Because that's the first time that chip has been revealed.
Does anyone can tell which are the traces inside here?
Well, experts.
I said since the beginning, in this board, only one HDMI that currently is loosened is here.
And where's the driver for that?
It's loosened.
Okay.
Only one there and one USB are working.
Okay. Okay.
The other ports are not working. I tell in some of the videos.
Okay, so they're not
For
working.
the power, let me show you. This is one of the devices I made
What is that?
during Saint Martin, my company that
Is
stays
that
from,
the Fran 8K camera
yeah,
company
where
that
people
went
say,
bust?
no, was the end of my company. But I made a lot of things. This,
So this was because I know you made an 8K camera for a
you
company
see,
called
by
Fran.
Saint Martin,
Yeah.
and you see this has two power inputs.
I have no idea what that's got to do with the.
Two power. This was a prototype as well.
Okay.
I mean that like on the
What
board, there are two inputs, one
what
5 volts,
happened-
one 12 volts.
What happened to the 8K camera company? That went bust, didn't it?
If you search on the internet first, I start because I made a codec very popular on the Macintosh guys called ProRes,
Yeah.
and the people on Windows never had the opportunity, and I make a port for the Windows guys, and I start for free. This application were very popular, and my friend said, "Hey, why not chase some money?" And I decided to yes.
Yeah.
Then the company progressed. Then I start developing plugins, one for Adobe Premiere, another for Adobe After Effects. And then I start to making more software. And then money comes. And then I start to build monitors.
Yeah.
If you can search Cinema and Eclipse, was a very thinnest
But people
monitor.
paid for the cameras, didn't they, and didn't get them? Is that right?
Let me show you. So, I mean, well, for about 8 years, 2010 until 2018, if you search Cinema, you will see a lot of things made by us,
Yeah.
by our own.
Yeah.
And finally, because people say, no, Frank K was, no, Frank K was our
That's the
last
camera.
attempt to build an 8K camera with the largest sensor size.
And that sent the company bust. Did people give you money for that without getting the camera?
We find a company that supplies to us the sensors.
Yeah.
But we made an agreement with they to not disclose the company name. In fact, you will not know anything about this company. It's nowhere.
But people paid for the cameras and didn't get them?
No. And then we put a lot of effort. and finally, we produced one prototype that you can see somewhere there.
Yeah.
And I sent the prototype to two guys. One, Phil Rhodes at Red Shark News, who take the camera, who power on, who can take some videos, and they publish an article. You can search.
Yeah, they said it was very difficult to use, didn't they?
Red Shark News, but look at the end conclusion. The color is fine. Needs some things
difficult to use.
Needs some things to finish, to translate from the prototype to final product. Okay. But it was there. He tested.
That company went bust. Let's go back to the Super Sega because you were taking.
And then the error was to put this camera on the other hands with Phil Bloom, a popular indie sign maker.
Yeah.
Who he don't know, he was not able to power on the camera.
Okay.
And he said, what's that? It's a piece of garbage. This don't work. And blah, 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 blah. And you got many negative things. But if you go to Red Shark News, you will see the review.
Let's get back to the Super Sega. You took, people signed up a while ago and paid a €3 deposit. How many people signed up and paid the €3?
With commitment, about between 200 and 300.
So let's say 200. And then a couple of weeks ago, you took from those people, you took €420 from everyone that paid that.
No, moment.
So that's about
No,
$84,000.
wait a moment.
Okay.
We said, guys, you have two options to pre-reserve that you need. One is put €3 with no compromise.
Yeah.
Later know us with no commitment, because we are not expert in English. Or put €3 with compromise. If you put €3 with no compromise, when we will go to the crowdfunding, we will be on the first to know, hey, there's a link, buy or pre-order there. Okay. And if you put €3 with compromise, with commitment, when we will start to to manufacture this batch, the first batch at a special price, you will be charged the full amount.
So how many people have been charged the 420 euros?
Between 200 and 300 people.
So 300 people have been charged
between 200 and 300. I don't have the numbers.
Let's say 250. Split the difference. So 250 people have been charged the 420 euros. And you're right. It was in the terms and conditions. The T's and C's were in Spanish, but you should read T's and C's. Yeah. But people were saying that was hidden, and you're still showing a prototype.
What was hidden? Nothing was hidden.
The thing saying we can take the full amount anytime we want.
No. I put a video with myself, I think with the same dress, telling how the percent works, and I show you in a video in our channel. And also in the website there were 2 buttons, and also when you push the with commitment button, there is a level on the bottom showing, hey, you authorize to Super Sega to change any future changements. So,
and I agree, people should read the stuff. However, 250 people have been charged 420 euros, and you haven't even got a finished product.
It's currently on the manufacturing.
Well, but it doesn't work because in your video, where you show it working, there are jump cuts. So you put the cartridge in, then you see, and people have said, well, that means it's fake. We don't know what's behind the TV. Is it just a pie?
Do you think that any, say, a politician or any people can make a video to convince all the people?
They can do it without jump cuts. Yeah.
But there were many faults.
Why did you put the jump cuts in?
This is why we were launching video. And then another video, hey, this is not well. Okay, another video with this corrected.
Why did you put the jump cuts in? Because all you needed to do was show a video where you put the cartridge in and the game loads up. He's getting dessert.
Momento.
We'll unveil our secret weapon in a bit.
It's okay, I don't think you're
Wait a minute.
What makes it so difficult is I like him, but the word scam is blowing through my head. I have no idea what he's going to do, what he's going to fetch to convince us this is legit.
Yeah.
With
a free Damnamon, okay?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I thought you were going to get something that would show this wasn't a scam.
Zero, man.
Okay. So why did you put jump cuts in the video?
Yeah, were many faults. As you can see on even a videos later, there are some videos saying video with no cuts showing some bugs.
There was still
like an audio saying in turn back to play the first cartridge and no, get back to the second.
But it's not clear, is it? Because you can't see what's behind the TV. People are saying, "Oh, it's just a pie doing it. It's fake. It's all fake." People are. But you can see, this is your chance to.
We launched it more than a dozen of videos. As each video, there are people that hate and no, this is not what this is not.
Okay.
Then comes another video showing that no, what you said is wrong. Look at this. Look at the back of the television. Look at the joystick. Look at the back of the power. Look at this. Look at the. Only showing you have about 20 videos now.
Okay, I got a few more questions, right? Because there are people out there that saying this is a scam, right? And this is your chance to put those people straight. You've had communication supposedly from Sega saying, well, don't use our name. Did you never think that calling it Sega might be a problem with, I don't know, Sega?
Well, to be clear, after 22 years having this website where people upload and download games that might be illegally, because we're not posted by us, but people.
But that's different. Having a website is different to building a machine called Sega.
On the end, I think it's the same.
Building a machine called Sega is the same as having a website with the word Sega in.
Look at the way.
Come on.
Moment. Come on, it's your opinion.
Hang on a minute. Just wait 1 second. Alejandro, 1 second. Katherine, could you, maybe I'm saying it wrong. Could you do it, please?
Alejandro, es que la gente están diciendo que esto es una estafa y tú lo sabes. estás usando la misma letra, el nombre Sega, te van a demandar.
Perdone usted ha dicho que eso es una estafa y que yo lo sé.
La gente está
Yo,
diciendo esto.
pues
Y bueno,
diga
puede
usted
ver que parece una.
perdone, diga usted en todo caso que mucha gente piensa que es una estafa, pero no me diga a mí a la cara que es una estafa porque yo le digo que no es una
De
estafa.
verdad,
Usted
parece
me
un
puede creer a mí o
like
no me
a
puede
scam.
creer. Mucha gente no nos cree. Que cada uno...
Hang on, say that again. Say that.
He's saying a lot of people. You're saying a lot of people are saying it's
Yeah.
a scam. No one said it to my face.
Dude, go online. Look, I'm not saying it's a scam or not. I don't know, but there are so many YouTube videos saying you're a scam, and you're not given anything. I would love this machine to be real because it sounds wonderful.
People, stop. Almost all people who say get back the money, they have refunded the money, except just a few
That's
who
my
told to
I have a
us in a few
friend.
days.
I have a friend
And we
who
say-
has not got his money back.
Momento. No.
Yeah.
The most people who say get back the money, they got the money recovered, except a few people who said to us in the last days, and we said, go to the bank and ask for a chase back.
It doesn't, but you know it doesn't work like that. You know they can't ask for a chargeback because of the way the financial situation is set up. I've got a friend who's a big YouTuber who had the money taken, and he's not been given the option to get his money back. And then you're going to start a crowdfunder as well. So you're going to ask for more money. What's the money from the crowdfunder for?
At this stage, I can send to you privately the request from Sega, because many people think that this is made intentionally by us to get the money and go out.
Yeah.
And that's not true. I sent to a popular YouTube channel here in Spain, he saw, called Spine Card. But I can send to you privately the request from Sega, and our response, all people can see in our website.
Some of the emails from Sega are out there. You posted some in your newsletter, and people are saying one of two things: either those messages from Sega are fake, or this is a great excuse for you to say Sega have shut us down. We've got to disappear. Thanks for the 84,000 euros.
And why I'm here talking to you?
To get more. People would argue to get more money. You're setting up a crowdfunder.
No, let me tell you a few things. We told we gave to Sega 14 days to reply. 1 week has just been passed. We must wait another week more.
But they're Sega. They're massive. They've got the best lawyers in Japan, the best lawyers in America, the best lawyers in Spain.
And what's the problem?
You're calling the machine the Super Sega System. Katherine, can you help? Because maybe I'm missing something.
Estás usando la palabra Sega, la letra Sega, como si fuera Sega, y no ves el problema.
Pero si nosotros no hemos dicho que no a cambiar el nombre, le hemos dicho a Sega que no hay problema en cambiar, y en vez de poner aquí Super Sega, poner Super... What's your name, Tom? What's your name?
Iain.
Super Iain Gillan. That's
It's
not
not the same.
We told this to Sega. But Sega wants for us to stop.
So can you guarantee now? I so want this to be real, Alejandro.
Yeah.
I really want this to be real, because if I saw this online and it was finished, I'd buy it, right? That's a promise to you. You get this out there and it's finished, I'm buying it. But can you promise that the 84,000 euros you've got, those people will definitely get a machine? Can you promise that?
People will get the machine or get their money back. Almost all people who ask for the money back got the money back, and the people who still doesn't request the money back will get the console, or if we cannot continue, we'll get the money back for sure.
But you haven't even got a box. You haven't even got a mold for the console yet. Why are you getting it manufactured in America? America's
In America, no. In America, no. There's a company in Asia who is developing out the.
Is it in Japan?
And I cannot share more details. Sorry.
Okay, because if it's Japan, as I think it's been leaked online, that's a really expensive place to get electronics made. There's a reason everyone goes to China, right? And if you're getting it done in Japan, That's going to eat up all your money. Or all the money of the people that have bought it.
What?
Why are you not getting it made in Japan, in China?
I told you in Asia.
Okay, that's fair enough. Can you promise people here, right now, that you're not going to disappear with all the money?
No, I'm here and I will continue.
Okay. What games are you looking forward to playing on it the most?
You should me to disappear once I know in front AK. I was showing the level of my company when I with the video with the Lambo. I showed one of my things I made.
Yeah.
Why I need to disappear?
Because you've got 84,000 euros.
But I'm here talking with you.
Yeah, and I really appreciate it. What games are you looking forward to playing on the Super Sega system?
In fact, I was in contact, trying to contact Sega in June, July, asking they for if we can put some games inside the console and for us to pay to Sega a royalty for each console sold, okay?
Yeah.
And we get no reply. In fact, in WhatsApp, I was talking with an ex-employee from Sega from the 90s. And he said me, wait me a week, I will try to contact some people, but almost all people that were there in the 90s is not there here anymore. Mm. And finally he told me that no one contact was be able to discuss with us. And I can prove to you, showing privately by emails with contact with Sega with no reply from them.
Listen, man, I like you a lot, Alejandro, and I really appreciate you coming. You've got your prawns and potato dinner to the side, and I hope you appreciate why we've kind of had to be a bit tough, because I'm surprised you haven't seen the YouTube videos, the Twitters, the podcasts where people are saying that they're worried.
There are hundreds of people that say, no, this is blah, 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 but people that are with me, friends, etc., said, be past these kind of things. Yeah. Continue with your project. Don't hear all the voices.
Yeah.
Continue with your project. There are hundreds of videos.
Right.
Why? I did it. We did it with those 20 videos. You can see 20 videos showing different things of the console.
I hope and I pray this is real and it works out, man. I swear to God, if I went online and I saw this packaged and I saw it boxed and I saw it working, I'm buying 2 of these. I'm buying one for me and I'm buying one for my kids. So I pray that this is real. But there is a part of me that's worried that it's not real. And you're a nice guy.
Like most of you, and I understand.
Okay. Catherine, can we? I don't know if there's anything else you want to say, or if you want to thank Alejandro for his time in Spanish.
I completely, all right. Thank you for your time. We appreciate that. He understands English.
Oh, I know, but I just feel like make him more welcome by speaking.
He understands fine.
He's a geezer. Okay. Oh, got
I think that's for me.
Alejandro, thank you for your time, man. I really appreciate your time. Have a great evening.
See you. Have a nice. We will be in contact soon.
Okay, thank you. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I just remembered he's got my phone number.
You absolutely did.
He's got my phone number. So there we go. Now, I know you've come in kind of cold on this. I've shown you a couple of videos. How are you feeling as we come out of that? What are your thoughts, Catherine?
Just thought it was interesting how rattled he got when I spoke Spanish.
Can I ask you just to put that a little bit closer? Because I'm in a little bit of trouble with my levels. Did he get rattled?
That's when it accelerated.
Right.
Isn't it?
Right.
You know better than we
I must have forgot to tell him that you speak fluent Spanish. I must have forgotten that when I asked him to come on.
Anyway, I hope his potatoes taste nice.
It's so difficult, right? You and I, we'll have people watching this that don't know who we are, because this is going to get picked up by the retro gaming community. And Katherine is a trained journalist and I'm a trained bullshitter. And we have spoken to, again, I'm not saying Alejandro is this, but we have spoken to scammers and fraudsters. The Hope and Glory Music Festival was a big one. What makes it difficult, right? He's a nice guy, but nothing he said stands up. I have a friend, no names, no pack drill, who'll be watching this, who paid the €3 deposit and then woke up last week, 420 euros are gone. He's tried to get that money back and he hasn't. He's in fact he's a YouTuber and he's got in touch with Alejandro asking if he can go to Spain and collect it, which I think is brilliant. To me, it smells a bit like those prawns. It smells fishy.
Listen, I can tell you, and there'll be Spanish speakers listening to that who will agree with me, that you made no more sense in Spanish than you did in English. How come you're not driving, but you can drive a Lamborghini because it's not a taxi?
I'll show you that video in a minute. If you've never seen us before, I'm Iain Lee, this is Katherine Boyle.
Hi.
If you want to support us, we do a show every Friday night that's normally a little bit sillier than this. If you scan that QR code, or if you go to patreon.com/Iain and Katherine, patreon.com/IAIN and Katherine with a K. If you're listening to this or if you're watching this on YouTube, we'll put all of the links down below. We really appreciate your time. Like and subscribe, share this, and thank you very much.